Hello, welcome. My name is Tracy. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today we're making this gorgeous card and it is using one of the free Sale A Bration items called Lovely Lattice. Now, for every $90 here in Australia, you can choose one free item out of the Sale A Bration catalogue. So this is the stamp set here. And I also want to bring in the Sale A Bration catalogue to show you as well. So for $90 you get to choose a free item. Up for grabs are stamp sets, paper packs, embellishments, what else is there? Ribbons, set of ribbons. You can see that alright, yep. There's some embellishments with some butterflies on it. Whole paper pack, which is a 12 by 12 paper pack. Some more stamps. Some Grapefruit Grove and lovely lipstick foil sheets. So that's foil sheets there, absolutely gorgeous. Another stamp set. Stamp sets. A parcel, precious parcel card kit. So that's a whole card kit. Now for spending $180, there's two options for that one. You can get some framelits that match the Tea Time or Tea Together stamp set that's in the catalogue, and there's also another stamp set called Lasting Lily. That's $180 spend. You can choose that one. So that's that one there. Like I said, we're using the Lovely Lattice. So in this stamp set, we're going to use Versamark ink. We're using black embossing powder and the heat tool. The other inks that we're using are Gorgeous Grape, Coastal Cabana, Sahara Sand, Grapefruit Grove, and we're also using Granny Apple Green. Using the aqua brush to put those colours on. We're using the Scallop Tag Topper Punch. We're also putting some artisan pearls on top of the card, and we're using a bit of Whisper White Baker's Twine. The embossing here we are using from the holiday catalogue, which is carrying over. It's called the Tin Tile embossing folder, which is absolutely gorgeous. I love how beautiful that embosses. So I have my card kit here, and all the measurements and supplies can be found over on my blog, which is in the description of this video. There is also a link to my online store, so if you're in Australia and you would like to purchase some Stampin' Up supplies, I would love to be your demonstrator. If you pop in this month's Hostess Code, which can also be found in the description of this video, I'll send you out a free gift. And also, if you're after the catalogues, the New Occasions catalogue and the new Sale A Bration catalogue, all I ask is that you place an order in my online store and I'll send one out to you. If you have already placed an order in the last 6 months and you're one of my customers, I will be sending one out to you very soon, or you should already have it by now. Okay, so to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to bring in the shimmery white card, and I actually have two pieces because one I'm stamping on and then I'm stamping it again and popping those flowers out after I've fussy cut them. So let's bring in my mat here, and we're going to use some embossing buddy over the shimmery white. Because we're using black embossing powder, it's very fine, and I find because it is so fine, those little fine granules just seem to stick everywhere. So I'm going to use the Versamark ink, and because this is quite a large stamp, I'm going to ink up straight on that stamp. So for the first one, I want to sort of be on an angle. Like that. Pressing down. That's a very big image, and I want to make sure that that's inked up well all around that. So I'm going to do that again on this piece. this is mainly for the flowers. I want to cut those flowers out. So let's bring in that black embossing powder. Okay, and the next one. Oh, I rock the stamp on this one. You can see around the edges that little halo. That won't matter because this one's the one that we're cutting out the flowers on. I'm using the heat tool to melt that powder. And I'm just going to heat up the heat tool before I place it onto the cardstock. It just helps to heat it a little bit faster. Okay, so we're going to colour these in now with the aqua brush. And what I've done is I've kept them very light colours, so really like quite pastel colours. So let's get that done now. So I'm going to start off with the Granny Apple Green, and I'm just going to do, not the one that we're going to cut the flowers out on, because there I'm just colouring the flowers in for that one, but I'm going to go in and just colour in all those leaves. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to colour in my large flowers on both. So just a nice light grapefruit grove for this large flower. And I'm not being really slow with this bottom bit with the flowers because you're not really seeing them, only when it's on the side. So you want colour on them still, but they don't have to be perfect looking. Definitely take a little bit more time when you're doing the top piece. It's one flower. And do this one over here. Just like that, and also this one here. Whoop. Let's swap them images over. We'll do those flowers here as well. Making sure that you get to the ends because this is our top flower, so we want it to look good. But I love using these really bright, vibrant colours and pasteling them out just by adding a lighter colour, using a bit of water and only using a little bit of the ink and running it together with the water. Now the shimmery white cardstock is perfect for watercolouring. You can also use the watercolour paper. That works really well as well. I don't know, I find using the shimmery white I like it because it also gives you that definite shimmer. So it has a shimmer to the side of it, sort of, when you put it up to the light. I think that looks really, really pretty. And if you want to, you know, use more colour and have it more vibrant, I did do one. The first one that I did was very vibrant. Can't see it on my desk right now, but I'll try and find it and I'll show you at the end. Same colours, just a lot more ink was involved. That one, and this one up here. Okay. Next colour we're going to do is the Coastal Cabana. Just want to clean off that aqua brush. I'm going to do these two flowers here in the middle. Now there is fussy cutting involved in this card, but it's really not that much fussy cutting. Doesn't take very long at all. I think we get lazy with the use of punches and dies now that we don't like fussy cutting so much, but it's not that bad of a thing to have to do. Add a little bit more colour. This will dry a little bit lighter as well. Okay, that's those two. And the last one is the gorgeous grape, which is a very, very vibrant colour. Okay. So we're going to do this flower up here. One here, and you could do it more flowers that you're going to pop up or less. It's completely what appeals to you. So let's move on to our bottom piece. Oh, I didn't do the Coastal Cabana. Come back and do that. Now these little flowers here, I'm just going to use the gorgeous grape as well, but it's going to be light. Now I want this to dry a little bit because we're going to colour inside that lattice with the crumb cake. So while that's drying, I might just cut around these flowers. And I'll fasten this up for you as well. So we have all our flowers cut out. Let's bring in the crumb cake and we'll just colour in that lattice area. And I don't want it really dark, I just want a light colouring. And you're going to make sure that you get in and around all those flowers in that area. Beautiful. So while that's just doing that last little minute of drying, I might bring the big shot in and we'll do our tin tile embossing folder. So we have our big shot here. I'm going to open it up. We have our piece of Grapefruit Grove. Now this is a thick embossing folder again, so we only need one cutting plate. So let's put that cutting plate on top and roll this through. Look how pretty that is. Absolutely gorgeous. Bring the rest of the kit in. I've already scored my card in half and I'm just going to fold it and burnish. This is going to be popped up on some dimensionals, so let's pop some down. One in each corner and then one in the middle should be fine. There we go. And we have a piece of Coastal Cabana that's actually going to be just off to the side and on the corner. So let's glue that one down with the Tombow Mono Glue. I don't think that just made sense. We're putting it off kilter. That's what I meant. So that's just like that. Then I've got my piece of Greeny Apple Green that I'm just going to load into the tag topper punch. It's got to be 2 inches to fit in here, but I recommend doing it a little bit longer so you can feed it through. That's our tag, and that's just going to place in there just like that. I'll attach it to the shimmery white piece. It should be dry enough now to be able to pop all our flowers up. So I'm going to bring in some mini dimensionals for those little tiny purple flowers. There is 3 of them. So let's stick a dimensional on the back of each of them. And I'm using both mini dimensionals and normal size dimensionals on this project. So there's one down. Let's pop the big Grapefruit Grove down. I'm going to use 3 on that one. So this would look good on any colours. I've changed the colours around a little. So Let's line that up a bit better. There we go. Let's stick some dimensionals down on all of them. This large one I'm actually going to stick down with some minis, and the reason I'm doing that is your dimensionals, large and minis, are different sizes. So I'm going to have these ones up a little bit higher, and the Coastal Cabana and Grapefruit Grove are going to be down a little bit. There's not a huge difference, but enough that you can't put mini dimensionals and normal size dimensionals on the same project. It's different heights. That backing didn't want to come off. Okay, so let's place this one down. And by having this minis on this one, it sits under that flower, so that's why I've done it that way. For the other two Grapefruit Groves, we're just going to stick a normal size dimensional on both those. So once you've done all your colouring and that, it's really quite a quick card to put together. Beautiful. Okay. I'm just going to pop some glue on the little tag, sticking that towards the middle. And let's glue this one down as well. Now I might actually use tear and tape. Because it is watercoloured, it has a bit more of a tendency to curl up. So tear and tape, it's a bit stronger of an adhesive, so that will prevent it a little bit more. Okay. So I'm just going to pop that down. Beautiful. So I have some white baker's twine that I'm just going to double up in length and make a bow. Let's get some of those kinks out. So let's double that up. I'm making a quick little bow. You don't want really long tails for that one, so that should be good hopefully. Let's bring a glue dot in just to attach that ribbon down, or the baker's twine down. I'm also going to just slightly curl that glue dot in half. Stick that down. So cute. The last little bit is our artisan pearls. So I want to put some of those brighter pink down onto those little gorgeous grape flowers. Let's get another one up. Been using these artisan pearls a bit lately, so I'm glad that I'm actually using things. Okay, so they're the only 3 flowers that I'm popping down centers for, but I'm going to stick some pearls around. So I've got the lightest pink. I'm going to stick one up here, and then the lightest pink again. I'm going to stick another one down the bottom, and the Calypso coral sort of colour, I'm going to stick one down here. Okay, so I promised you that I would find that piece that I did earlier that was a lot more vibrant and bright, and that's what I did. But I really like the more pastel. Even these gorgeous grapes are a little bit darker than my original sample. So the last thing that I forgot to do was to bring in the Wink of Stella and just colour in all those flowers. So let's do that now. Just gives it that real kick to the card. And who doesn't like a bit of Wink of Stella on your card? See if you can see that. Not sure how well that comes up, but it really does make the flowers pop that much more. I hope you've enjoyed this card. I'd love it if you left me a comment. Don't forget to hit like, and if you haven't subscribed already, please do. All the measurements and supplies can be found over my blog, so you go over and check that one out as well. And don't forget, if you live in Australia and you would like to purchase Stampin' Up supplies, I would love to be your demonstrator. Just go onto my online store and pop in the Hostess Code for the month, and I'll send you out a free gift as well. Okay, until next time, enjoy your day. Bye.